So what's stopping your referral partners from referring you more? If that's an important question for you, then stick around and I'm going to show you 3 key steps that you need to implement into your financial planning business to get a flood of quality referrals coming into your door forever. Well, hey there everyone, Steve Salvia here, your business success coach over at Blackwing Profit, and my job's really simple. First part of my job is to help financial planners attract quality A-class clients, what I call your client avatar. The second part of my role is, once we've given them a wow experience, is to help you engage or convert them into high fee paying clients or onto your client care packages or your review programs as well. And that's pretty easy once I show you how. And once we've attracted them and once we've converted them, my job's to help busy financial planners to get leverage, get automated, and to help retain those clients in their business. And at the same time, build a pipeline of referrals flowing into your business as well. So when you think about me and you think about Blackwing Profit, think of the words attract, convert and retain, and you'll be sweet. So let's jump over into the Blackwing Vault and start to work on getting you more quality referrals into your financial planning business. And I'm also going to give you a little bit of a taste, a bit of a heads up of what we've got coming up in our Winning the Referrals game, I Spy, the Alliances webinar that we've got happening next Wednesday, 30th of April, 10 o'clock our time here in Perth. And it's going to be awesome, and I'm going to let you have a little bit of a touch, taste and feel of what we're going to do in that session. So I'll see you on the other side. Well, hey there guys, thanks for joining me back here in the Blackwing Vault, our Blackwing training room here, and I'm just about to launch into one of the key areas that you need to install into your business to make sure that you get a quality flow of A-class referrals from strategic alliance partners that you've got an amazing relationship with, either new alliance partners or ones that we're going to maybe rekindle a little bit of the flame from old relationships that you've had in the past. And this is just one of the things that we're going to cover off on in our the referral game, I Spy Gaining Alliances webinar that we're doing next Wednesday, Wednesday the 30th at 10 o'clock Perth Standard Time. And it really has come about from the free cheat sheet that I sort of developed about a couple of months or so ago. It was basically the top 10 areas that I believe that you need to install into your financial planning business and into your processes so that you get amazing relationships with your alliance partners. And we do this thing that I call removing referral reluctance. And we're going to work on that today, and I'm going to focus today on step 4 in that process, which is what we call understanding their limiting beliefs. So the thing is, almost all behavior is driven by beliefs, so we need to get very clear on what your alliance partners might need to believe about 3 particular areas. Number 1, what they might need to believe about them, about you. Number 2, what they might need to believe about your advice or your sort of products. And number 3, and very importantly, what they might need to believe about themselves. So let's launch into that right now. So just think about that, and I'd love you to have a brainstorm, be writing these down as I go along as well. And I'd love you to have a brainstorm with your team as well. What are some of the things that your alliance partners might need to believe about you and your systems and your processes? So they're probably going to need to believe that you're trustworthy and that you're genuine and and that you're an honest type of individual as well, and you've got high integrity. You're a man or a woman of very good and strong integrity. And they've also probably got to believe that you're going to have the full confidentiality with their clients as well, with their important referrals. But not only that, they're probably going to need to think that you're fully compliant and that you are very well qualified and you've got a broad range of experience. Maybe perhaps it's that they believe that, or they have a perception that you're unbiased and there's no like product bias or anything like that. They probably also want to believe that you are very much advice focused. It's about the advice and not about product or selling volume. And they're probably also going to need to believe that you're very transparent in what you do with them and what you do with their clients as well. But not only that, the other part of that is that they're probably going to need to believe that you're a relationship builder and what you do is about advice and not just about product. They probably need to believe that you want to have absolutely everybody win. And that's their referral or the person that they refer to you. That's the actual alliance partner themselves. And if those two groups of individuals win, well then guess what? You get to win as well. They probably think that they're going to need to think that you're a personable type of person, and you're going to have a great relationship with them, and that you're going to be very, very interested and have empathy for their clients as well. And they probably need to think that you're going to be prepared to roll up your sleeves and really get down and dirty in helping your client or your clients or their clients or your new clients in everything that they need from you as well. So really, get down and dirty and dig in and help them out. And not only that, they probably need to think about you that you're going to have a client first attitude. Does that make sense? But that's fine, and that's about you. But what about your advice or your products? Well, most alliance partners these days are accountants, law firms, general insurance brokers, mortgage brokers, those web developers, those sort of alliance partners. Nowadays they probably want to think that you're a fee for advice or a fee for service type advisor rather than a commission-based salesman. They probably, again, they need to think that there's no product bias, that you've got a vast range of options available for your people. And not only that, they probably want to think that you're not aligned with anyone. But if you are aligned with a dealer group or an insurance company, they want to believe that maybe you've got lots and lots of different choices to put your clients into from a product point of view. They want to make sure that you're going to do all the research for them, and that all the advice that you give is very, very well thought out and very structured. You're going to compare your step versus level premiums for insurance. Compare alternative strategies, do some modelling, projections, Centrelink calcs, those sort of things, tax planning, that sort of thing as well. So you've got to be good at what you do basically, and they probably want to believe that you've got all your up-to-date PD and your training and you're keeping on top of the markets and things like that as well. But what else? Maybe that your advice, the advice that's around your products is client focused and it's holistic and very, very technically sound, as I sort of just mentioned. And again, probably transparency. That word transparency keeps coming up, doesn't it? And so that's fine. So that's those two. But what about this other thing? Something that advisors very often forget about. What are the beliefs that your alliance partners are going to need to have about themselves? Well, we've got to make sure that they're an open-minded type of individual. They see the need and the value of referring a person to a quality financial advisor. They're probably going to need to. We're going to need to get them to think that and be confident enough about their own role as a professional advisor to be able to refer you as well. So too many other financial services professionals, accountants, law firms, that sort of thing, they wrap their arms around their client and they don't want to share or they don't want to pass on someone's details to a financial advisor. And now that's old-fashioned thinking. We've got to make sure that all the areas of need are covered from that for your client or from their for their referral person as well. So need to make sure that they're thinking bigger picture. And in fact, they've probably got to believe that we've got to make them believe that they've got a fiduciary duty to at least ask the question about financial planning as well. How many clients have gone into an accountant's office and needed some advice on superannuation or a life insurance policy or an income protection or tax planning or strategies or gearing or anything like that, and they've just got their tax return done. So that sort of type of thing. So we've got to think, maybe get them to think a little bit bigger than themselves. We've got to make sure that what they're doing by referring to a quality financial advisor is in the best interest of the client. And not only that, we've got to make sure that they understand that the relationship would be reciprocal as well. So what that means is if they're going to be referring to you, we've got to make sure that we're, number one, looking for referrals to send back so that we're utilising the law of reciprocity. And but not only that, if they send a tax client to you, let's say, you're going to look for opportunities and you're going to do some tax planning and some strategies and maybe some gearing strategies, and you're going to uncover other opportunities to send back to that accountant to do more work as well. So there you go, guys. So I believe, again, the way to understand, we've got to understand what your referral partners or your alliance partners' limiting beliefs are, and we've got to make sure that they're very, very clear about what they believe about you, about your product or your advice, and also about your about themselves.
I used to struggle to get referrals. I was forever networking. I was out there handing out business cards. I was feeling really icky and gooey and really, really weird, and I was forever chasing people. But then I got smart. I got leverage and I built relationships with referral partners that last the distance. Do that and it'll change the way you get clients into your financial planning business forever. Hey, if any of that resonates with you, that's just one of the key strategies that I'm going to be showing you in my Winning the Referral Game I Spy the Alliances webinar that we've got running next Wednesday the 30th at 10 a.m. Perth time. Check your local times and your guides for details, as they say, and I'd love to have you on board with me. So jump onto the email that you got with this video, hit the link there and grab your spot. I'm going to roll up my sleeves and I'll show you some of the best strategies that you can implement into your firm to get that referral pipeline flowing for you in your financial planning business. Well, I hope you got value out of today's session, everybody. Jump on our Facebook page, jump onto our LinkedIn page, make a comment, share our posts. I'd really love to know what you thought. But not only that, I've got a question for you. If you could change one thing in your financial planning business that would get you more quality referrals from your strategic alliance partners, what would it be? I'd love to know what your thoughts are. No, you say and action.
I think action.
Red light flashing?
Yeah.
Action. Say action.
Action.
Okay, go again. Is to once